Your next photo opportunity might be just around the corner. Hi everybody, my name's Scott Davenport and welcome to In the Field. So this week I'm talking about shooting the everyday. And what I mean by that is looking for photo opportunities where you happen to be. That could be in your hometown, it could be somewhere else. And in my case, for this week, I had to travel to the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area, for non-photography reasons, but of course brought my camera gear. And while I was in this general area of Foster City, California, I decided I'm going to leave a little bit early from where I'm staying to get to where I needed to go and take some photos. And this community was quite nice. There was areas where the houses come right up to the water's edge. The water's very calm, and it's just something that was immediately near where I was. It wasn't something that needed epic amounts of travel or some grandiose location, but it still yielded some really, really nice photos. So let's have a look at where this is on the maps and some footage. This is the San Francisco Bay Area. San Francisco up at the top of the peninsula here, and the Big Bay, and Foster City is about halfway down. As I zoom in, you start to see all these different channels of water that come in to the various areas of the land, and there's a fair number of businesses here, but also some nice homes. If I switch over to the satellite view, you see there's a lot of a residential area in here, and imagine seeing these different homes. It's early morning, the water's calm, and there's going to be these nice reflections, going up in some of these channels between here. I shot from this bridge along this area. Let me show you the actual footage. You'll get a much better understanding of what I'm talking about. I'm standing in Foster City, California. This nice community. It's between San Francisco and San Jose, and it's on the bay itself. So all the water just runs in between the different neighborhoods and streets. And these beautiful houses that are just all lined up here. You can see kind of a little bit of it right there in the camera. If I could focus, there you go. And the sun's coming up to camera right, and this just looked like a nice place to take a calm morning, a very peaceful shot. I'm kind of eyeing these houses over here. If I zoom in a little bit, that it makes a nice reflection in the water. You can see that even on this dark grainy video at the moment. And as the sun comes up, it's going to hit those nice curved windows. Those are already lit up pretty nicely, and then there's also another shot to this side here that's also going to catch some sunlight as it comes up. I'm about 20 minutes away from sunrise. Bit of a view here from the camera itself. So you can see I'm set up at f8. My ISO's all the way down there. There's enough light here where I don't need to play with that. And a 30-second exposure. I'm actually a little overexposed. So I'm going to adjust the exposure compensation, which you may or may not be able to see my finger here, to deal with that. And composition-wise, I want the houses right, or the reflection line dead center. This is a scene that will work very well with symmetry, and I'm also trying to have a little of the trees on the edges because I may crop this down just a little bit to get tighter on the houses. I'm shooting with 24-70, and that's pretty good for most of what I want. And going to a longer lens, I run the risk of not being able to squeeze everything into the frame that I want to. So with that, as the sun's coming up, I'll just be playing with adjusting the exposure to make sure I don't blow out any highlights, and take a few frames, right, and pan over to the left and get these other houses over here. Well, the sun has come up enough now that I think I've saturated this location. I'm gonna finish up, pack it up, and be done. The sky's already starting to get washed out. There's no clouds to speak of, so there's going to be no, pop or color in the sky. But yeah, this has been a very, very nice location. Got photobombed a few times by the parade of ducks here, but all in all, it's been a good morning. So what I find special about this outing isn't the grandiose location, but it's just the fact that my mind was open to the possibility that I could find photos just along my route for the day. And that's exactly what happened. That's really the tip of the week, is look for photo opportunities wherever you might be. I think when we travel to new places, everything is new, and so we see a lot more. We see, different. There's colors, textures, buildings. All the surroundings are new, and so everything looks like, ooh, I want to take a photo of that, and I want to take a photo of that. And when we're in more familiar places, we're used to them, and we just don't see as much. But the photos are still there. So keeping your mind open to those things. Start your day a little extra early, and give yourself the 15 minutes to stop somewhere and take a picture. And there's no real extra work involved, and you can end up with a really nice picture. So that is it for this week in the field. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, shoot me a like, share this with a friend, +1s, comments on the video, anything to let me know that these are enjoyable for you and you're getting some value from it. That always helps me come back and sit down at the desk next week and do another video. And in the meantime, if you have questions, please, please, please ask. You can contact me through my website. And that is really it. So happy shooting, and I'll see you again soon.